He thought that he deserved to have the position of Christ. So, watch what happens now. Revelation chapter 12 and verse 7. Because Lucifer spent time wanting to be Christ, he started to do simple things, you know. He'll go in the group. Who Jesus think he is? Start to sip and try to turn people against Christ. And the Bible says that there was what? War in heaven. Hello.
What?
So the reason you see all of this foolishness happening is because if Lucifer was not afraid to start war in heaven, what do you think he'll do here on earth?
Come on, preacher.
There was a war in heaven, and Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought against his angels and prevailed not. Neither was their place found anymore in where? Heaven. My friends, let me tell you something about my God. My God is so big. My God is so strong that it does not matter who tries to stand up against God. Once God stands up for you, you know that you will be victorious. When you see yourself in a situation, when you find yourself in a compromise, don't try to war against God. Don't try to run from God. Don't try to be God. Don't try to do in your life what only God can do. Allow God to stand up for you. And the great dragon was cast out, verse 9. The old serpent called the devil, and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world, he was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. So he's right here. Right here. That's why you have so much pain and anguish going on in the world. That's why you have so much strife against brothers and sisters. That's why you have so many attacks on God's children. That's why you see things happening, because Satan is here trying to destroy mankind. And so watch it now. You remember last night we talked about the fall of man? And Satan tricked Eve into eating the fruit? Remember that? Now when man was created, God gave dominion to who? Man. Alright, watch me now. God gave dominion to man. Once man ate that fruit, once man sinned, dominion was now given to Satan.
That's right.
Thank you very much. Man gave dominion to Satan.
That's right.
Man was in charge. But when man sinned, Lucifer stole it away. That's why Lucifer is known as a prince of this earth. That's why, you see, man can't even stand up to a dog sometimes.
That's right.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Because dominion was taken away from man. What was meant to be yours, Satan is now trying to take it away. Satan is trying to take away your peace. Satan is trying to take away your joy. Satan is trying to take away your faith. Satan is trying to take away your family. But you need to know, once you have Jesus on your side, you will not lose your joy. Tell you something, sometimes you go around and you find people just smiling for for no reason. And they look like they don't have nothing in the world. But let me tell you, my friends, that person has Jesus Christ. And when you have Jesus Christ, you could be going through hell and high water. But Jesus is in your life. Psalms chapter 115 and verse 16 says that the heaven, even the heavens, are the Lord's, but the earth hath He given to the children of men. Now, the situation of man's plight can be seen by the story of Job. So I just want to touch on this just for one quick minute. When we're looking at the story of Job. Job chapter 1 and verse 1. The Bible says that there was a man in the land of Uz whose name was what? Job. And that man was what? Perfect. And one that fed? Okay. And eschewed evil. And there were born unto him 7 sons and 3 daughters, and his substance was also 7,000 sheep and 3,000 camels and 500 yoke of oxen and 500 she asses and a very great household, so that this man was the greatest of all men of the east. Now, in those times, wealth was accumulated by what you had in terms of land and animals.
Yes, sir.
So you see, all of these animals that Job had, Job was a wealthy man. The Lord blessed him greatly. But Satan now sought to destroy Job. So, verse 6 says in Job chapter 1 that there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan came also among them. And the Lord said unto Satan, Whence comest thou? Then Satan answered the Lord and said, From going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it. And the Lord said unto Satan, Hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and upright man, and one that feareth God and eschews evil? Then Satan answered the Lord and said, Doth Job fear God for naught? Or, in other words, is he really worshiping you? Does he really fear you for nothing? Hast thou not made a hedge about him and about his house and all about that he hath on every side? Thou hast blessed the work of his hands, and his substance is increased in the land. But put forth thine hand now and touch all that he hath, and he will curse thee to thy face. Now, watch this. The mere fact that God considered Job meant that he had confidence in Job. He would not have said, Consider my servant Job, if he didn't trust in Job, if he didn't believe that Job sincerely worshipped him, if he didn't believe that Job sincerely followed him. But God said, fine. Since you want to have a test, you will be able to touch my servant Job, but only as I allow you to touch him. You see the power of God? So the Lord said unto Satan, Behold, all that he hath in his power, only upon himself put not forth thine hand. So Satan went forth from God, from the presence of the Lord. My friends, I want to ask you a question of the tent tonight. Can God have the same confidence in you? Can God have the same confidence in you? And so, in verse 14 now, we see here where everything starts to go south. There was a day when his sons and his daughters were eating and drinking wine in their eldest brother's house. And there came a messenger